I'm here with new DLR way signing, or rather re-signing, Rugile Auskalnyte. How are you?
I'm good. How are you? Thanks for having me.
Not too bad, yeah. So you signed over the winter break, obviously, yeah. For the second time you were here, well, a little over a year ago at under 17 level. But tell me a little bit about how the re-signing came about.
So obviously I knew Graham from previously playing for DLR, and I didn't have the best season last year. And I believe as a player to develop, I need to play games. I need to get game time. And speaking to Graham, I really loved what he had to offer, and I knew a few of the girls, and I just thought the best thing for me was to sign.
Okay, and I suppose in your time originally in the squad, were you just with the 17s or were you with the senior squad as well?
I was training with Erica Turner at the time, but I was playing with the under 17, so I was just mainly training with them.
Okay, so obviously you went to Bowes last year. Probably the plan was to play a lot of first team football, but I guess with the way the COVID situation and everything, there weren't that many games maybe to share around. I guess you kind of mentioned there you were a little bit disappointed, but how did you feel the season went overall for you?
I got a few games in under my belt at the start of the season, but then things went a bit downhill. I stopped playing the second half of the season. I wasn't getting any game time, and I felt like I decreased my ability as a player decreased over the time I wasn't playing. So a bit disappointed over the season, but it happens. Still got a taste of the Women's National League, so I'm happy enough.
Yeah, how did you find the adjustment to senior football? Because I know, yeah, certainly at the start of the season you had a few games. How did you find the step up to playing against women?
It was tough, yeah, a lot to learn, and whole new chapter, a whole new experience. But it was exciting, and yeah, it was very exciting. A bit nerve wracking at times when I was conceding goals. Obviously, with a new team in the league as well, it was a tough season. But I'm happy. I'm proud of myself for getting through a few of the games.
And I guess how would you compare under 17 football to senior football? Obviously, physically it's a step up, but I guess in terms of the importance of it and the fact that you can't make as many mistakes, is that kind of the major difference?
Yeah, 100%. Like every mistake you made, you got punished for, and the punishment was a goal, and the goals would you'd see being plastered everywhere. So it wasn't great for the mentality. It was like a whole new level of a different mindset. So most of the change was just mentally preparing myself for like mistakes and getting myself back up after I make a mistake.
All right, and you played for Ireland up until under 17 level, up until I guess all international football shut down. How have you found the experience maybe playing with the elite players in the country?
It's unreal. What an experience. I've been very lucky to be able to travel to Belgium, Czech Republic, England, all different places with girls that you'd see in the league now. Such a good experience. You really learn a lot. Like what you learn from internationally, you bring into the games now playing in this league, and great experience.
And that's I'm guessing, well, for most players it's the eventual goal is to make the step up to 19s and then to senior international football. Is that something that you feel Waves might offer you the opportunity to do?
Yeah, 100%. Like even with the training that we're doing now, while we're not seeing each other, it's really tough. It's really challenging. But it's pushing each and every player to their best, to reach their potential. And hopefully with that extra push, that I'll get to where I want to be.
All right, and you've obviously worked with well, you worked in the club with Graham before. John Sullivan will be newer, and I guess you're doing an awful lot of work with him in terms of the I guess the preparation off the pitch. How have you found the I guess the step up in training intensity at a senior club?
It's really tough. Like the running, the Zoom workouts are really challenging, but I can see myself. Like I went out on my run today, and I was pushing myself the extra bit that usually I drop my head and give up on. Like I was pushing myself harder and harder. Like it's great. Like I'm just improving. Like there's no negatives in this. And John is great. He texts me every day to check up on me. He's very like open and easy to talk to, which is great to have.
And I guess you haven't had too much time on the training field yet, but I guess having come through the club already, you kind of know the style of football Graham likes to play, the ball on the deck. Is that something that you're particularly comfortable with?
Yeah, I think I'm very confident as a goalkeeper that my ability is going to get me through the games, going to get me gonna make me a competitor to Eve. Like, I know Eve's a great keeper, and I can't wait to work with her. And she's very experienced, one of the best and most experienced keepers in the league. So I'm just excited to learn and challenge myself and compete for the spot.
And to learn as well from a full international goalkeeper as well. It's an opportunity that maybe doesn't come along too often.
Yeah, 100%. I'm excited.
Okay, cool. And I suppose looking forward to the rest of the season, what would your I guess game time is the obvious thing that you'd be looking for, but have you set yourself any specific targets about what you might be able to achieve?
I see I'm still underage, so I'd be hoping to play with 19s as well. So fingers crossed I get a good bit of game time there, and some game time with the Women's National League. Like, obviously I'm not gonna walk my way into the squad, especially not with a keeper like Eve being there. So just keep a few clean sheets, maybe get a few minutes in the National League and compete for the title.
Great, thanks a million for that, and best of luck with the season as well.
Thanks very much.
No problem.